Hi there, I'm Shea Coulee.
And I'm Raja O'Hara.
And welcome to another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Fashion Photo Review.
UK versus the world.
That's how I wanna hold you.
Now, this week, girl, it is only week 2 and they are throwing our competitors right into a ball.
This particular ball is a ball catered to Mama Ru, okay?
We have 3 different categories. The first one is Kitty Girl, which is a glamour puss look. The second one being Butch Queen, for the girl who's not afraid to put a little bass up in her voice. And then the last is their construction challenge, where they have to make something that would be good enough for Mama Ru. They are going to be borrowing inspiration from the ultimate glamazon, Mama Ru herself. So, I mean, I know that these looks have got to be absolutely slamming. What is something that you're like, okay, that is signature Ru, so I have to include that?
Well, signature Ru for me is a hourglass silhouette. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. We know it's gonna have to be tapered in at the waist.
The first word that comes to mind is statuesque. Mm-hmm. You have to put her in a silhouette that is just going to make her look absolutely banging, okay? Since this is a ball and we have a plethora of looks, we will only be covering the looks that the queens had to create for their construction challenge.
There's limited time for these girls to actually construct the garment.
Knowing that these girls have to make something that is up to Mama Ru standards with the things that are just in the workroom, whew, that is a challenge.
Okay. Well, let's jump in. Let's see what these girls are giving.
Category is you wear it well.
First up, we have Pangina heels.
Come on, Pangina heels. Okay. See, I love the silhouette.
Yes.
I love her Parisian inspiration. I absolutely live for the fact that she hand-tacked this bodice. First and foremost, that is a skill.
Yes.
I love how it's draped. I love the colors. You know, magenta is always my thing. I love magenta, I love purples, of course.
So what I'm seeing is it's like a corset with this big kind of drapey piece over, and it kind of drapes over the shoulder and the back. She did a lot of hand tacking. She said she hand sewed the whole thing. It's a little bit unfinished for me. I feel like she threw on the tights so that she would have something to cover up the bottom. Mm-hmm. And I really feel like if she would have taken the time to just take that same kind of iridescent taffeta, make a little panty, she would have been good to go, because the black tights into the crystal shoe aren't really harmonizing well for me. So that's the only thing that I would have done that I feel would have created a little bit more balance, because it hasn't quite achieved that yet. It's still fighting itself.
I feel what you're saying. I love the hair and makeup. I love the color story, but it needs to be a little bit longer on that one side that is a little bit asymmetrical. Mm-hmm. The shorter side, it feels like something is incomplete. I do not like the shoes with the stockings. Maybe if she had a black shoe, it would have made it all look a little bit longer, made her look a little bit longer and a little bit taller as well. I'm not really seeing the mother inspiration. This is giving me Pangina heels. What you think?
Yeah, it's really giving me Pangina. And I love it. I think that it's sickening, but I don't know if I would ever see RuPaul in this personally.
I love the top half, actually. It just gets a little weird around that hip.
It's gonna be, and I hate to do it, but it's gonna be a soft boot for me.
And I will actually give it a soft boot as well. Up next, we have Janie Jacquet. Whew. Now, I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad. It actually fits well. The color is beautiful. It actually looks like something that we've probably seen Mother in already. So for that, I like it. I love the color. I love the iridescence. You know I'm here for that lavender. You did the damn thing. It's clean. She looks tall. It's something about the bottom of it that I don't like.
I mean, she rounded the corner and I saw that cut off hem into that pump and I immediately was like, no. I don't like this. I'm not living. I don't like the silver. I don't like the silhouette. The fabric choice. That Christmas bow on the shoulder.
I just want these girls to step it up and to like come with a different silhouette. Like give us something different. It doesn't scream fashion to me. It doesn't scream high fashion. It doesn't scream anything other than just like catsuit. The construction is great because it looks like all the seams are lined up. Like it looks complete. It looks like a total garment. But for me, I'm left uninspired. I'm not gonna write home to tell mother, oh girl, Miss Janie got on the outfit you need to borrow.
Yeah, it is a complete outfit that has been sewn. So
go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you do.
It's gonna be a boot for me.
It's gonna have to be a boot for me as well.
We have Cheryl Hole.
Oh, now Miss Cheryl, I love you, girl. But that ain't it. I will start by saying I absolutely love the colors that she incorporated. I love the fact that it's so vibrant. But it just looks so sad to me. It's got an ostrich feather. It's got harness, cage, moment, a sash. We have gladiator sandals. Oh, I'm so confused.
Okay.
Come on, Shay. Keep it real, girl. What you got?
Okay. Orange is Mama Ru's favorite color, so points for that. Oh, I don't know.
And orange and pink is a cute combo together.
Yes, orange and pink is my favorite combo together. Like I love orange and pink together. This Lisa Frank poly chiffon drape over the shoulder into this belt is one of the most infuriating things that I have witnessed this week.
Oh my goodness. Did she applique these belts and studs on this dress? Or do you think the fabric came with the studs on it? But her makeup looks good. That makeup looks
right. Good. See, I would have done a pink lip though. Why a red lip? The rest, there's no red in the outfit. But then I low-key was looking at the outfit that she's wearing on panel tonight, and this almost looks like the construction challenge version of what RuPaul is wearing. So maybe I myself do not know her taste as well as I thought.
Okay. So will we say that Cheryl understood the assignment? Because I hate it. I love the color combination. I love the brightness of the fabric. If I had 60 seconds before she walked on stage, I would just get rid of all of these studs that are on this orange dress. I just don't understand the studs on this dress because that to me is fighting with the sash.
If I had 60 seconds with Cheryl for this runway, I would remove the sash, at least from like the bottom. Find some way to pin it a little bit tighter around the breast and the waist to bring in her silhouette. Take what I cut off, make sure it was in the shape of a square, and then turn it into like a head wrap to make it look a little bit more resort and tropical with her little coif out the front, like she's giving a little resort wear kind of pin-up-y. That's what I would do. I still don't think that it would make it tootable, but it would help. It's a boot for me.
It's a gladiator boot for me too.
Ooh, that ankle stuff, no.
Next up is Jujube.
All right, so Miss Jujube. In the past, we have known her to not be the type of queen that excels at a construction challenge. I had to help her during All Stars 5 because she didn't even know how to do a gather on the Machine Girl. I am pleasantly surprised by this. There's like asymmetry, there's a little bit of draping. I love the knot that she did. It's like this mixture of like Madame Grey meets Halston. I love the movement of the skirt. I just wish that there were a panty because she's flashing all the goodies. And we know Mama Ru would never be flashing the goodies like that, but...
Or if not a panty, maybe just put the slit on the side as opposed to a middle slit.
Yes.
You know,
exactly.
I think this is the second week in a row that Jujube has flashed us some of those cookies. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she is a Girl Scout or not, but she's out here serving cookies. Okay.
I mean, look, baby, she has 2 cats, so we know that she's obsessed with.
Okay.
I could actually, no joke, I could actually see RuPaul wearing something like this.
I will go ahead and jump on that bandwagon with you. I'm pleasantly surprised that this is what Jujube turns out, because I do remember those design challenges of the past. What I love is that I can see the RuPaul inspiration just because of that Grecian goddess theme that, I was telling, that we know that Mother loves. And she said, y'all are going to eat it today.
She said, purr.
The only thing about it that I would probably change, I know she has no control over this, but it's the color. It's kind of washing her out, especially with the blonde hair. But she looks great, and I'm actually going to give it a soft toot.
I am going to give this look. I was totally ready to come in here and boot Jujube the house down. But this is going to be a 2 for me, bitch. I think that she did this, and I'm really proud of her as someone who has been in the workroom while she has struggled during a construction challenge. I think that she did a really good job this time. Next, we have Jimbo.
Jimbo understood the assignment. I don't know that I've ever seen Ru in a long sleeve, though. So that's something new and something different. But I think she did okay.
That's actually a really interesting observation, because I'm like, when have I ever seen RuPaul in long sleeves? And the only time I've ever seen her in long sleeves, it's only just been one. I feel like
only
RuPaul,
one sleeve.
She only commits to one sleeve. She said 2 is too much. Okay, first of all, gold paillettes. Like, we've seen this from RuPaul before. And like I said before, when we think of RuPaul, we think statuesque. And I feel like she looks like a big Golden Globe. She's got her 2 Golden Globes in the front. She threw a satin lining in there. She lined this dress, girl.
You found some time and some fabric to line the dress, okay?
For everybody who's watching at home, just to give you like context, lining a dress, if you line like the whole thing, it's basically like making a whole other dress.
It's like
that's
making
sandwiched. Yes, it's basically like making 2 dresses. So for her to line this dress, she basically made 2 dresses in the time that it took some of these girls to make one. So points for that. She did what needed to be done. I really think that Jimbo did a great job with this.
I also have to give a shout out to the makeup, because Jimbo has stepped her makeup up too.
Yes.
From her original season. So this is like, last week we got to see her a little bit more camp in the black and white, but this time we're getting to see her glam face, and I'm living for this. I'm living for
it too.
I'm going to give it a 2. It's not an overwhelming toot, but it is a 2.
Yes, I'm going to give it a toot as well, because as someone who appreciates great students, she understood the assignment.
Next up is Bag of Chips.
I absolutely love this wig. I think the wig is very RuPaul, I'm like, we've seen Mama Ru in this hair. So I'm like, the hair is spot on.
But what about the dress? I love the hair. I love the makeup. I love the accessories. I actually understand where she was going. I love the color of this fabric.
Natural.
Of course. I love the fabric.
But what
and the
about
color.
the application of the color on the fabric? How was the fabric applied, Miss Now,
Now, see, therein lies my problem. It's the construction for me. It looks like Baga could have possibly either just tied two knots together and called it a day. Like she had 2 yards of fabric and she just wrapped it one time.
It's giving very that.
It's the right silhouette for a Ru dress, but not quite executed right.
It's just a no. It's a no for me. Obviously, we all know that Baga is a comedy queen. And the punchline is this dress.
Damn.
But you know what? She wears it well.
She wears it well.
It's a boot.
It's a boot for me.
Next up, we have Blue Hydrangea.
First off, I want to say she looks absolutely gorgeous. That hair and the makeup, so right. And you know, I will actually say that I don't actually hate this look either. Although it is very similar to Janie. Janie's silhouette, same style, just a catsuit with like a plouf on the shoulder and a sash. But what makes this one for me is the color. The color looks so rich. It looks a little bit more expensive than that metallic. I like this one so much more than the metallic that we saw from Janie.
I don't like the neckline. I hate just like a crew neckline on a queen. That's just never, I was like, that doesn't give me runway. That gives me, I'm taking sewing lessons at Joanne Fabrics. I also don't like just like a cut off sleeve because I feel like that makes the shoulders look broad. And I don't like when queens try to make like a train out of fabric that doesn't have much weight to it, doesn't have much substance to it. So it's just this gauzy fabric hanging off.
Pick a struggle because, you know, we know mother. If she's gonna do a sleeve, it's only gonna be one. So that's where Blue Hydrangea got it right. But where she messed up was keeping that side attached. She should have just went ahead and made it asymmetrical.
Absolutely. If she would have made that asymmetrical, that would have helped that so much.
It would have changed the whole line.
That's the thing. It's those tiny little edits that can make the world of a difference on a look.
I'm gonna have to say, it's gonna, I don't know.
I don't like it. I would be mad if I saw Mama Ru wearing it.
Facts. So facts are facts. I'm not gonna let you do my mama that. So it's gonna be a boot.
Yes, it's gonna be a boot.
Last but not least, Mo Hart.
Miss Monique Hart, keeping it with the theme of green and red. Oh, this dress is so close for me. I see the way that the dress is really revealing on the top, so that wouldn't have allowed for a lot of like corsetry. But I feel like she should have at least put some hip pads on just to give her a little bit more hourglass, just to give her a little bit more va-va-voom. And then just a little bit more volume underneath the knee to give it like more of a trumpet silhouette. And then the brighter satin that she's using like over for the breast cup on the left-hand side, I would have loved if she found a way to incorporate that somewhere else in the dress, maybe at the hem or in a waistband or somewhere, just to, you know, create more balance, because it kind of seems a little bit out of place.
I would have to agree with you. For me, I'm a little bit conflicted because the dress seems a little bit off balance to me. Let's talk about what Monique got right. She got that hair right. I love the hair color. I love the color combination of the orange hair with the green dress. What she also got right is the asymmetrical, the one shoulder. But I'm not understanding the breast part and why they are two different.
If she had opened up the side seams and then like the front and the back and took that neon and put some gores in there so that when she like walked, like that neon would like open up in the skirt, and so you would see that kind of in there. And baby, that's just sewing a little triangle piece up in there. But I feel like that would have been a really easy way to incorporate that fabric somewhere else.
And like you say, a hip pad will go a long way.
Yeah.
Pads, period, will go a long way to give you a little bit more of an hourglass, to give you a more feminine shape. Because right now, it's a little boxy up top.
Yeah, exactly. We needed to see some dangerous curves.
But she got the length right.
Close, you know, it's there's a little bit of, it's flooding a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this one a soft toot.
I love the hair, love the makeup, but the dress is confusing. So it's gonna be a boot for me.
Trend alert!
Boots all around.
The house down.
confusing silhouettes.
And hymns that never hit the ground.
With Mama Ru, wear those boots all around, boots all around. Our top 2 of the week is
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
I was not expecting to be giving Jimbo top 2 of the week 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row?
I feel like Jimbo really understood the assignment and delivered something that feels very quintessential RuPaul.
And it was lined. Okay.
Hello. Lined.
Do your thing, Jimbo. I see you. You coming out as the fashion queen this season. Come on.
Well, make sure that you are ready to tune up every Tuesday watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
And where can we watch that at?
You know what? You can actually watch that on WOW Presents Plus all over the world, except for the UK and Canada. But that's okay, because you can watch it in the UK on BBC 3. Raja, how are your balls feeling after this?
A little blue hydrangea.